So yesterday we talked about different data types like list, tuple, string, integers, numbers, boolean values. Okay. Today we'll talk about dictionary and sets. One second. Yeah. Okay. So these are very important data types. Normally, whenever we are trying to do some automation in NetApp, right? Like we are trying to create some volume, some data volume, or maybe we are trying to create a ad hoc snapshot policy. Okay. So what we do in that case is we normally pass key value pairs. Okay. So what is dictionary? Let me just clear the screen here. Yeah. So basically dictionary is basically it's like lot of data grouped together. It's like collection of data. Okay. And the form of the data is basically key and value. Okay. Key value pair. Okay. So let me just show you one dictionary. Okay. And you have to use these braces. This is double quote, I think. Not double quote, not. This is second bracket probably. So you have to use this. So name, so it's a blue color. Okay. So this is basically okay. So here you can see here, this is a dictionary where it has 3 items. Okay. It has 3 data, and this is basically key, and this is basically value. This is key value pairs. So you are using comma to so to add the data together. Okay, like to mention the data together. So you are doing this, and if you really want to just print out any of the items, any of the values from the dictionary, right? So how do you do that? There are many ways of doing things. So one way is you can mention your key here. Okay, like color. Okay, there is one way. And the other way that we can do, right, we can use a for loop. I will show you that one. We can use a for loop like for I in cars dot items print, then I, like that we can do, and it will print it. Okay, I will show you that one during the for loop. So here if I do this, right, so what I can see here, I can see the value of the color key. Okay, if you want to only print the keys, right, only print the keys, so cards, so you just go here, 1 second, you just click on here, you can see here, right, it's a dictionary type variable. You can see here, right, it's a dictionary type. And what is this dictionary type actually? This is basically a class, right? Okay, so here we are calling this method on the class, on the built-in class. What is the thing? That is keys. Okay, we want the keys, right? So dot keys we are calling. Okay, and when you want to check this, the values, class dot values you need to call. Okay. Okay, so here what you can see, here you can see blue, but here what you can see, here you do not find the, you are not able to find the how do I say this, I'm not able to find to get the values here or the keys here, right? What I'm getting, I am getting the memory location where this keys are stored at. Okay, the memory location I'm getting. Okay, so in object-oriented programming, when I will teach you this, right, you can see here, this is your dictionary type, this is your class, and this is your keys, this is your method here. You can see here there is a method, so we're calling this method is, this is a class method we're calling. Okay, but when you are calling the method, right, what you need to do here, you need to close it with a parenthesis, then only you'll get the values. Okay, I mean you'll get the items. Okay, so type it here again. You are getting the keys here and you are getting the dictionary here, I mean the values here. Okay, you were able to get this. These things I will, I will explain these things in detail when I will explain about the OOPS concept. Okay, object oriented programming. Okay, so here what I see three items, three keys, three values. Okay, to access the values, what you are doing, we are basically using the keys method on this class. We are using this key method, and to get the values we are using the values method. Okay, we are getting the values method. See, we'll talk about the list, tuple, dictionary, all these things in detail. Okay, right now we are just going the basic one. Detail means we will use some method like append, sort method, we'll use remove, we'll use pop method, we'll delete the thing, we'll use empty, we'll mention, we'll declare a empty list, and then we'll append the item on the list. So all these things in blue, and even we'll use condition statements or loops. Okay, but we'll go slowly. Initially I'll just give you the basics. So to cover the Python, it will take like 4 days. Okay, and then we'll go into the REST API, on-top REST API. Okay. Oh, sorry, I was. Hello. Yeah, it got disconnected. Okay, sorry. Let me connect again. Yeah, I did not actually. I was just talking, but I did not. Yeah, let me check. Sorry, I got disconnected. I mean, are you able to see my screen or not able to see my screen, right?
Yeah, we are able to see your screen.
What about
Able to
previously?
hear now.
Previously, you were able to see previously?
Yes, but you are not audible.
Okay, now it's not audible. Okay, anyway, let me talk again, okay? Okay, let me speak about this again. So basically, dictionaries is basically collection of data, or it's like a grouping of data together, but the data should be in key and value format. Okay,
No,
this
no,
is key.
one second. Well, maybe you have shown these things, but you were disconnected. We were unable to see anything,
You're
so
able to
you
see
have to
anything,
start
right?
again.
You're
Yes,
not able to see anything?
now we are able to see, but you have you might have shown the dictionary, but you have that screen was not visible that time, and you were
Earlier, it
disconnected as
was not
well.
visible
Yeah,
actually.
that's why that's I'm starting
Since
from the beginning. Yeah,
yeah,
that's I'm starting from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So dictionary is basically collection of data in key and value format. Okay, so this is your key, this is your value. The value could be a string, it could be a boolean, it could be an integer. It does not matter. You can use mixed data types. Okay, you can use condition statements like if else in dictionary. You can use for loop. You have different methods. I will talk about the methods when I talk about more about the data types. So slowly, I will go. Okay. Whenever you are not able to see, not able to find, you just call me. Nikhil did the right thing. Otherwise, I was not able to. I was so involved in the training, right? I forget that it's not in shared. So here, the first thing what I did, I wanted to find out the value of this color key. So that's why I mentioned this cars and mentioned this in the brackets. Okay, and then it print out the blue. Okay, then I wanted only the keys. Like if you don't keep this right, so normally what you need to do, this cars is basically a dictionary class, and we are passing the instant method which is keys. Okay, and we are getting the keys, all the keys of that particular dictionary, cars dictionary. So here we are getting the keys, and we want the values, so we're using this. But yeah, but instead of this, right? Instead of using the parenthesis, right? If we just execute this, right, what we'll get? I don't know why it's slow. So we'll get the memory location where the your keys object is located at. We're getting the memory location. It's not printing out the values or keys. Okay. Okay. So normally whenever you are creating a volume or any snapshot, we are creating ad hoc snapshot or snapshot policy, we'll use variable arguments of dictionary. And in order to pass the variable arguments in dictionary, right, we use star star args. Okay, I will show you this one, star star args. This is what we'll pass in the as an argument in the functions. I'll talk about the functions and everything, but I'm just trying to show you the important things that is required. Okay. Actually, I was not sure why this got. Normally, it does not happen before 1 hour. It does not.
One second. The values here is the function. Cars dot values. Values is the function in
Values
method.
is, yes, it's a function. Yes, it's a function. It's a method. Yes. Click here. You see def. Whenever you are creating a function, you have to define it with def keyword. Def values. You see, okay. This is a function only. Okay. I'll talk about function. I'll talk about these things in detail. Just right now, I'm just telling the basic things. I will come into the dictionary, sets, all these things. Okay. Again, I'll come, but this is just basic thing I'm telling, so that you are able to understand. One by one, you need to tell. Okay. Even when I'll teach you the automation, right? I'll teach you the basic thing. In Ansible, I'll teach you first the ad hoc commands, then I'll teach you the playbooks, YML files, then I'll teach you the roles. Okay. So one by one, I'll teach you everything that is required as a to do the BAU task. I will teach you. Okay. So here, apart from dictionary, what you have? You have set. Okay. You have set. So set is basically collection of unique data. Means suppose you have something here, right? You have here color. Here I can have color oddie. Okay. Like let's say it's a color oddie. But in set, I cannot have the same object repeated twice. Like same data repeated twice. I cannot have oddie again and again in set. Okay. Suppose somebody has given you a task. Maybe you are a student representative. Okay. Or maybe you are placement cell coordinator. Okay. And you need to store some informations about the student ID or registration numbers. And you know that the registration number or the student ID, it has to be unique, right? It cannot be duplicate. So in this kind of scenario, the sets are really important. Okay. So let me show you how to do that. So let me just.
One second. In dictionary, in this car dictionary, can I put the value already twice, two, three times? Will it work?
Yeah, you can put, yeah. How many times you want? Yes. Let me show you.
There's just a request, like once you are just adding those curly braces, right, and those square braces, could you please give me a give me a difference between those when to use it, right? That will be much more clear. You can.
What is, sorry. You have to speak a little bit slow, okay? Because the audio is not really good. Yeah. Yeah, please tell me.
So
Slowly
I'm
tell me.
saying that if we are using curly braces and square braces, right? So what is the use of those braces and when we use it? Just wanted to know. I do have a
Okay,
query
okay,
on
okay.
that.
Okay.
Yes.
See, this is how Python is working. Like the Russ Van Dam, like the person who invented Python, right? He mentioned list should be like like this code. List should be this code, okay? Okay?
Okay.
And your dictionary with this code. So this is how they define it. It's nothing to do with us. It is nothing to do with us. That's how it's created. If you ask me that why there is a list data type, why there's list two data type, why it's not list two, I really do not have an answer. It's how it works. Okay, this is how they have created the built-in classes. Now that's how it is defined. See, list is basically a data object. List is basically a data type. Yes, it's a data type, but it's also a built-in class, right? And that is they have created the Python inventor. They have Python creator. He has created.
Class or package?
Yeah, what are you saying?
Class or package?
Yes, yes. It's no classes. It is classes. I'll talk about this. Don't worry. I will talk. Just wait for some time. I'll revisit this session, and I'll talk about why this is a class, why this is not a class. Okay, I'll talk about this. Okay. So 1 second. I'm getting this name color to yes, yes, yes. So here you just go print. Okay. 1 second. I did some problem. Yeah,
Better
yeah.
if you
Yeah, I did. I forgot to
you
give colon.
delete those
Yeah, I
sounds.
did not give colon. Yes, that is what happens. Now I give colon. Okay. Yeah, this 1 second, guys. Okay. Color E, that is fine. And then you have this color 2, that is also E. Okay. Why I'm getting this error? Indicate
What
this
else?
again. Name. Okay. Just type it. You can see, right? I can use same thing, right? But if you go to the set, right? Set, we cannot really
Uh,
repeat.
1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Hold on a second. Here you have mentioned equal to another place colon. Both will work.
What is
In
it?
one place,
Equal.
in the first one, you have mentioned that no, in the first key value pair in the name, you have put down equal to sign, and the second key value in the key you have put colon. Both will work.
No, no, no. Equal to sign is the wrong format. No, equal to will not work. Colon will work. Equal to where I put
But
equal to.
how
I have
it
not
works
put
here?
equal to. No, no, I have not put in equal to, right? Where I put equal to.
In the first in the card, the name you have put equal to, right?
No, no, I did not execute that code. I did not execute it.
Okay.
I did
That's
not
why I'm thinking
execute.
how did it got executed?
No, 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 I did not execute it. Here I will do one thing, one more thing, 1 second.
I got confused.
See, see, here what you're getting. I'll tell you one thing, 1 second. Clear. Let me type it here. Okay. So here what you're getting dictionary value cyan, because why? Because you have the same name and same value. That's why it's getting. But you need to give a different key. If different key is not there, right, then it's not different. You understand what I'm trying to say? Your key should be
Yeah,
different.
I got it.
Your key should be different. Then all it will work. Okay. If you're having the same key,
Put same.
same, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
The keys have to be different, but the value can be same.
yeah, the value can be same. Yes, yes, yes. But in set, you cannot repeat the values. The value, it won't be same. Okay. In set,
Okay.
the value won't
Key
be
has to be
same.
different, and the value would be also different. Both the key and the value will be different in set.
No, no, no. Don't get confused about
Both
this.
key
Okay,
No, no. What
let
I'm
me just.
asking is, in dictionary, the key has to be different, but value can be same,
Yeah, the value can be same.
right?
Yes. Yeah, value can be same. Yes. Same value can be there.
But in but in set, the key has to be different, and the value will have to be different as well, right?
The same. 1 second. Let me execute this. Okay. See here.
So
What you see
error.
here. You see here. What you are seeing here. If you are using same key but different value, then it's getting updated because you are having the same key, right? And you are just try to do the value, right? So this key is getting updated by this value is getting updated by the next value, the latest one. You understand, right? But if your key name is
Okay, got it,
different,
got it.
if your key name is different, a value name is same, then it will be executed, no problem. But key name is same
Uh,
and value is different, then the latest one will be updated.
okay, latest one is the right hand side, right
Yeah,
hand
the
one,
right hand
right?
side, yes, yes, yes. The next item, whatever the last item will be updated. The thing is, you
Okay,
really
got
don't
it.
have to know this. You have to know the format, you have to know what, all the methods of dictionaries, and you have to use the dictionary. Like whenever I want to create a volume, right, in NetApp, so what I need to do, I need to give the volume name, right? I need to give the vserver name. I need to, if it's for NAS, then I need to give the junction path. I need to give the size. I need to give the size unit, right? I need to give the snapshot policy, right? So all these things I'll use in a dictionary. You understand, right?
Got it. I
I'll
got
store
it,
in a
got it,
dictionary
got it.
and
Next
I will
one
pass
second.
this.
I got it. Okay, so in the key value pair, the key will be the name, the value will be the volume name. And the next one, the key will be the size, the value will be the actual, the how much GB. The next will be the unit, and the value will be GB, MB, TB. In this,
Yes, yes,
it will
exactly,
go in
exactly.
like that, right?
Yes, 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 exactly. And there are many ways of doing things. You can put the variable in that particular file, Python file, or you can have another Python file where you put the variable and you'll import the
Okay, I
file.
got it. I got it,
Same in
got it,
Ansible
got it.
also, you can do that.
I got it.
Okay. Or there is another way of doing is, which is you can use the input function that I showed you, right? That will ask for the
Yeah.
keyboard inputs. So and it will ask for the inputs, right? What is the volume name? What is the
Okay, and it will put those
size?
inputs in the value,
Yeah, and you need to
and
put the
it will
keyboard
put the
input.
value to the input. I
Yeah,
got it, got it,
you
got it,
keyboard
got it.
input you need to put those, and then it will take this, and you need to use a variable like volume name equal to input in bracket enter your volume name like this, and then
I got it,
when you
got it.
yeah when you do the classes,
And
right,
it
and
will
you
pass
this.
to the and it will pass to the this dictionary. It will
Yes, yes,
take the
yes.
input from the keyboard and the pass it to the dictionary, and it will get executed to this dictionary.
Yes,
Got it?
yes, yes. Yes. Normally we use dictionary more, sometimes list, but mostly we'll use dictionary as an argument and variable length of dictionary. That means we are not sure sometimes that what is the length of dictionary or we don't want to give. Like sometimes when you are passing the variable in a function, right? You have to define like how many variable you are passing, right? And if you don't want to mention that, then
Method
star
operating.
normally use star. Use star. I don't know why it's very slow today. Normally use star. Okay, but for dictionary you need to use star star because this is key value pair, right? You have to use star star, double star you need to use. Okay.
I did not understand. Okay, no worries.
No, no, I will talk about this later. So when I talk when you are creating a function, right? Suppose you create a function, no problem, and then you need to pass some variable on the function, right?
Yeah.
Pass some arguments, right? So that
Yes.
arguments length, you sometimes you're not sure what would be the like two variables, three variables, five variables, you don't know, you don't want to define that, right? So you can use star in that case, star. It's variable length argument.
Okay. Then
But if you're
input. Then input. Then it will be input. Then it in this case it will be card. Then we have to put start start. Start start means
yeah, if
it
it is a
will be a
dictionary, if it
key
is a
value pair.
dictionary,
If it is a key value pair, I got it. Got it.
yeah,
Got it.
if you are using list, then no need. If it's a dictionary, normal, sorry, list also need this. If it's a normal like integer, string, boolean, no need. Just
Then I'll
one
put
star is
star.
required.
I
Yeah,
will put
but if
star,
it's a
and if it is
dictionary,
a
two
dictionary,
star.
star star. Okay, got it.
Yes, yes,
And
yes. Yeah.
Python will understand that it's a dictionary and you have to take this value from a dictionary.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Got it.
Yeah, yeah, that is what it is. Okay, so let us talk about set. See, there are different methods of set, okay? Union method, we studied in 10 plus 2, but that is not really we'll use it. Set, these things will not really we'll use it, in our storage automation, okay? In Ansible also, suppose you're working with Ansible, right? You'll have different modules in Linux, different modules for network switches, for database, for VMware, but you don't need to learn that because what we are doing here, storage automation, okay? So that's what I'm trying to say. So let me just use student ID. As I said, I will give this example. Like we have some placement cell coordinator. They are keeping the student IDs. Okay. So student, yes, underscore ID. Here also you use the same brace. Okay. Curly brace. Okay. Okay. You use it. Okay. So here what you are doing, we are basically placing all the elements inside this curly brace, okay, and we are separating them using comma, okay. We can have many number of items in set, no problem. It can be integer, different data types. It can be integer, it can be float, it can be tuple also. We also talked about tuple, right? It can be tuple, which is immutable, right? Tuple, it can be string, okay. But set, like we can have like immutable things, but set, this set data type, we cannot have list or dictionary as item of the set. We really cannot have the data or the items that we place in the inside the set, right? It cannot be list or dictionary. It cannot be list or dictionary. The element cannot be list or dictionary. Okay. Okay, so if you want to print this, so how do you print it? You have your
It has
student
to be
ID, right?
all the primitive data type will be can be used as a set, right? Primitive data type, there's tuple, boolean, then string. Those things can be used as a set, not as not those. List or dictionary. That's it, right?
Yes, you can use it. Let me show you. Second. Always have to close it correctly. Yes. Okay. So now what I'm doing, I'm trying to print out this student ID. I don't know why this is very slow actually. This is very slow. I don't know why this is slow. Here. So here you can see I used different variables, right? So I used integer, I used float, I used string, right? I'm able to print it out. Okay.
But
I'm
the
able
order
to
is
print
different. Why is the
yeah.
order is different?
The order, right?
The order is
Yeah, that's
yeah.
that's something. Yeah, suppose here you see here, right? Yeah, the thing is your tuple, dictionary, list, all these are ordered data types. But this one, set, is unordered. So the items will be there, but it can come anywhere. It is not ordered. So you really cannot, suppose I want this, right? Let me show you this. Zero, okay? This is the problem here. 1 second, guys. It and then type it. Okay. See, set object is not callable. We really cannot call using the index numbers. Okay. List we can call using the index numbers. Okay. Tuple also we can call using the index numbers. Dictionary we can call using the keys. And set we cannot call using the index number. It does not have any index number because this is unordered. This is not this is not stored in any order. Okay, you understand, right? It is not in any order. Okay, if you just execute again, it might come some other order. Execute again, you can see, right, it is coming in different orders. Okay, execute again, might be some order, same order is coming, but sometimes it will come in different orders. Okay, Okay, so we are able to create set using different types of data, but it is difficult to manipulate set. Okay, it is also unordered. Okay, suppose I want to create an empty set. Okay, so this is an empty set, there is nothing there. Okay,
Uh, One second, I have maybe a stupid question. And in both list and the set, it uses the same similar kind of, I mean the curly brackets, those kind of things. Format is same, but how does Python understand this is a set and this is a dictionary? Does How
no,
does it
it's not
understand?
same
Because we are
actually, it's
not
not same, it's not same. One second, let me tell you.
okay.
Equal to, I'm saying equal to, this is list. Okay, this is list, empty list. You go there, you see what you see here. Okay, it's showing as dictionary, no problem. You go here, what you see here, you're showing as list, right? Okay, okay, one second. So this is a dictionary, so in order to do the set we have to use the set thing we need to use. That's another problem. Let me just do that. Okay, set. Okay, so in order to create an empty set we have to use this, like if we keep empty curly braces, right, it will actually make an empty dictionary. Okay, to make a set, without any elements, like it's empty set, right, we have to use the set function. We need to use the set function without putting or without placing any arguments. Okay, so here this is an empty set. Okay, and if you're giving like same student underscore, one second, student underscore, let's say it's dic. Okay, you give this. Okay, and you just click here, you see what you see here, it's a dictionary. You click here, what you see, it's a list, right? I already told you that Python is a dynamic type, loose type language. So during the runtime it is able to understand what is the type of the data. In C++, Java, we need to mention, okay, this is something is integer, int a equal to 11, float b equal to
Now
11.23.
the question is, in the previous example, which you were, so showing the set, you were just putting the student IDs that 1112, 112, 113, 114, those kind of things. How did it understand that is a set? Because both set and in dictionary, both are curly brackets, right? And
Yes,
dictionary, we
but
are having,
yeah, but in set we do not have key and value pairs. In dictionary
okay,
we have key and value pairs. That is how Python understands.
okay, got it.
Yeah. So this is an empty set, so you have to use the set function. You see, set class or function, what you can say. Okay, and you have to provide, I mean, if you want you can provide them, these things like data. And this is a dictionary, empty dictionary, this is an empty list. Okay, empty list. Okay, and if you want to check the type, right, this is a problem actually. So 1 second guys, type student id versus int type. Second, that's so mosquitoes are there. Yes, d type student name. This thing, so you can see first one is set, empty set. Second one is type of dictionary, it's a dictionary type. Third one is, the last one is list. Okay, you can easily understand this. These are all empty, empty set, empty dictionary, and empty list. Okay, you can see the data type,
So,
the class is set. Okay, so you can see here. Okay, and suppose you want to put a dix like just create another set, okay? Set one. Uh, 2, 4, 4, 6, right? What I said that we cannot have duplicates, right? Set cannot contains duplicates, right? So print set one. See, even though I have 4 items in the in the set, right? So I'm only able to see 3 items. Why? Because it is removing the duplicates. Okay, because set cannot contain duplicates. Okay,
It
set
will
cannot contain
accept, but it
duplicates.
will not show. It will accept, but it will not show, right?
Yes, yes, it is there, but it don't show. But so that you cannot use it also, right?
So,
If it is not showing, then you cannot also use it, right? That's another problem, right? Mosquitoes are there. 1 second, guys. Yeah. So what I'm thinking of before going to this, before going to the object, like sorry, not object, before going to the uh, like arithmetic operators, logical operators, all these things, right? Let me talk about this these things in detail. Okay. Let me talk about the data types in detail because these data types will help you more. Okay. So let me talk about this. Let me remove this. Okay. So you have to understand one thing that Python is basically a object oriented programming. So everything is object here in Python. Okay, everything is object here. Okay, so suppose let's us give an example. Okay, so like what about dictionary and other things. Let me and one thing, guys, so did you install the ID? Did you install anything like PyCharm or there are many things are there like Atom? Did you install anything? Visual Studio? Like if you do not install, right, you're not going to, you'll not be able to practice. You have to
Yeah, I have
practice.
installed Visual Studio.
You have
Install
installed it, right?
Visual Studio. Yeah, there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Visual Studio is better. I also wanted to include Terraform here, but the problem with Terraform is Terraform with cloud, it can be shown, but when I'm trying to get the license for the NetApp, right, it costs a lot of money, bro. It's not under the free tier. Whether you are enrolling Google Cloud or Azure or the storage costs a lot of money. So that's another problem. And nobody is
Um,
giving you CV automation training. Okay,
yeah,
but the
that
CV
just a
automation,
request.
yeah.
I know, like, it's really difficult to cover all the theoretical things in one shot. But whenever you are doing this training, right? So do we have any sort of article which we can go through post this training, just from a theoretical purpose, right? As you said, when we are discussing or differentiating set, dictionary, and list. So do we have any sort of article that we can go through post this training, so just to
Yeah.
brush up?
I have. I will share you
Uh,
all the things. Okay, it's not a problem. Yeah. So the
yeah,
main
yeah,
thing, the very important thing, I'll tell you one thing. YouTube, there is a channel. The channel name is Net Ninja.
yeah, right.
You can just go to the channel. He is a very good. It's like basic, and there is another more that is free code, free programming code or something. There is, I'll show you. Okay, that's
Okay.
they will teach you really well, like very easy way. See, you do not have to go to the advanced Python like web apps anything. You really don't. Even if you don't know generators, leads comprehension, that is okay. Decorators, because we're never going to use this in automation. But yeah, one more thing. There is one more thing, one more catch. When you are writing codes in Python, right, there are many ways of doing. Somebody's code might be different than yours. They might be using something else. So it depends. But we'll be using the inbuilt classes of NetApp. We'll not be creating any of our own classes. So let me talk about the list in detail. Okay. So this is, I'm creating an empty list. Okay, so this is empty list. Okay, now what I want to do, So if you print this type of the empty list, right, it will come like list type, right, it will come like class list, right, you know this, okay. And suppose you want to empty list append, so there is, so this is empty list, right, this is a class, okay. And where we are using a method append method, so we have a method append method, okay, which you are using it. Append method is means in a file, if you
One
are
second.
appending something,
Small
that means
question.
what?
Empty list is an object of class list, right?
So list is basically what, it's a built-in class.
No, no. What I'm
So the
asking is,
class will have their own methods. The class
no,
will
no,
have their
no, no.
own methods.
No, let's see. I am trying to putting a similarity between Java and Python. Here, empty list is an object, right, of class list, right? And in the class list, there is a function called append, and you are
Yes,
calling
yes,
that
yes.
function,
That is
right?
correct. Yeah, yeah. Yes, yes, yeah. Yes. Not object, I would say, but one second. If you go to the empty list, right? If you go to the empty list, right, you see this, right? It's like kind of like you can say the data, the variables, right? What you need to use it in that list, right? So we are just the data is that object is something like that we need to create, right? So we need to actually call the class method, right, and pass some arguments, right, to create the object, right? So it is little bit different, okay. Like if you want to create an object, then what you need to do, so this is, suppose this is a class, okay, class empty list,
See,
then what you'll do, and then you will have,
is equal to new
you'll
function.
mention, yeah, you'll mention your instant variables, your class variables, your instant methods, and then you create object at obj equal to empty list, then parenthesis, and then you will pass the variables, right, and then it will get an
Yes,
object, then
yes,
you'll print out something or do something.
yes.
So that is
Maybe it
different,
will
but
be, it will, it will be. I mean, the class name that a list space empty list is equal to new list. Then you have to
yes,
call,
yes,
then you have to call empty list dot method append, and you have to append those data you, a list using those append methods. In Java,
yes,
you
yes,
have to
yes,
do that
that's what
like
I'm
that.
doing, yeah, yes, yes,
But
that's
here,
what I'm
how?
doing here, yeah, okay. And then you print out the empty list, one second, yeah, yeah, sorry, I'm wrong, yeah, yeah, one second. So it will take one by one, okay. So you can see the error, right, so only one argument it takes. So if you want to create the list with many arguments, right, so you have to give like this, okay. This is what you need to give. Sometimes errors are good. I don't know why this is very slow, man. Yeah, 1 2 3, okay, clear. I don't know why this is this much slow. Normally it's not this much slow, but see, like very slow,
Here
yeah.
we have can print the second one using empty list, then the third bracket one, right? Then it will
Yes,
print
so
two.
here, if you just print out here, right, it is having only one item. You can understand, right? One item. This is a list with one item and list with three items because we're using append thrice. Okay.
Suppose I want to print two here. So how can I do that?
Yeah, that is very easy. So what you need to do is,
Third bracket two. Sorry, sorry one.
yeah. So 0 1. Yes. Either you can use 0 1 or you can use -2.
Minus, yeah, from the left, right?
Yeah. From the right.
Oh, sorry, right.
From the right. Last item is -1. Second last is -2. Third last is -3. Fourth last is -4. But you are doing from the left, then first item is 0, then index is 0, then 1 2 3 4, like that, okay. And then just type it out. See, you're getting this, okay.
So
You're getting,
thanks.
this is how to access the items in the Python list, okay. So this is basically the position. This is basically the position or index, and indexing will start from zero from left, and you are doing from the the last item. It will start from -1. It will start from -1. Okay, -1. Okay, so it is very easy. Okay, it is very easy, and there are many methods are there instead of append method. There are many methods are there. Let me try to find
Uh,
empty underscore. One second. Empty
I
underscore
have a
list.
question. Uh, uh,
Dot.
if I want to list out all the methods which are mentioned in the list class, how can I see
Hmm.
that?
Yeah, that's the thing I need to check. Okay. See, I'm not really an expert in Python, but I know how to automate. But yeah, let me
No, no,
just
no.
think
What I am
about it.
asking is
No, no, I
in
got it. I
in
got it. You want
Java.
to check all the methods available in that list, right? So there is a way to do
Yeah.
that. I think dir something. Dir. Let me check. Okay, I did that long time ago. So I think dir something. It's another way of doing programming. I
No,
think
no, no,
dir
no.
something. Okay.
No, no. What I am saying is in Java you can find it in the Java. I mean official Java site. Is there any official Python site to list out all
Yeah,
the
yeah. Here,
functions
here,
that?
here. I got it. I got it. I remember. I remember it. So this is the way. Okay. I remember. Yeah. I
Yeah,
did it
yeah.
long time ago. But it is actually not required for you to know, but this is how you do it. I remember it. Okay. So here you use the dir.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. So you need to use the dir method, and you have to pass the list as an argument. Okay. And it will show you all the methods that is available in the
It goes
list.
for everything, right? It goes
It
for
goes for everything,
everything.
yeah. See, but yeah, it goes for dictionary also, tuple also. But if you ask me about every function, right, every method, right, I
No,
won't be
no,
able to
no, no.
tell.
I am
Like
not asking.
size,
I am not
yeah, because
asking.
I
I am not
forgot
asking it.
actually. Like size of operator, I forgot actually. I knew this, but I don't remember because I don't use it in Python. I don't
Understood.
remember.
We
Append,
can
I
we can
remember.
we can we can
Copy,
go with
copy, I
it one by
remember.
one.
Yeah, copy, I remember. Count, I remember. Count means how many items in the list. Okay. So print.
It will be zero.
1 second. Print what is the name is empty list, right? Empty list dot count.
Count dot empty list. But
No, I got one error. Okay, okay. So what I meant to say is 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, just let me clear this. Type it again.
another.
Okay. So what it means? Suppose I have again. I will do one thing. Let me do one thing. Okay, and then type here 3. Okay, it's going again. So what is trying to do here? It is trying to find out how many times this data is there in the list. Okay, 3 is there in 2 times, so it is printing out 2. Okay,
Okay.
and you want to like suppose you want to put some comments, right? Instead of, then you can use hash. Okay, hash for comments 2. Okay, okay, and there are many other functions are there. Like I'll tell you one by one. So count I remember. Okay, and
I got it. I
clear
got
is
it.
there. Yeah,
We can go it one by one. We can study it, right? The function.
yeah,
I
yeah,
know
we
it is
can
not
study,
possible.
and sometimes we need also clear. Okay, and then print
There will be nothing, right?
empty list. Okay, see what it did? It deleted the items from the list. This method, what it did, it deleted the item from the list. Okay, and then yeah, insert. Yeah, yeah. I don't want this. Insert. So here, I
There will be
may
two arguments. There will be two arguments. Position and value. right?
Okay, got it. Yeah. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So how many item I have? I have I don't know. Let me
Similar to Java,
print it out.
quite similar to Java, right?
Yeah. Empty list. Let me print it out. 1 second. So I have four items. Okay, four items. Okay, no problem. So let me. Yeah, you actually see. You have worked for almost 16 years in storage, and you have
No,
good
no, no,
knowledge. Like
no. What I'm
almost
asking is
16
like
years.
similar to Java.
And also you have good knowledge in Java because you studied this, and Java, Terraform you also know, so you really have good grasp on programming language. So you can easily understand this, and also you can build in on this. Like you can you can progress.
It's quite similar. It is quite similar. That's why I'm
Yeah,
quite
but you need to study. Yeah. So print one second, not print. 1 second. Yeah. So what I'm doing here, I'm using the I'm using the what I was using, insert. Yeah, insert I'm using, right. So empty dot insert. Okay, and I do mistake, no problem. I'll get error, right. From there I can do. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So 4. Okay, 4. I will have 8. So here it is showing support index and object. Okay, yes, and then print it out. Okay, so what I did here, I am actually asking, I am asking the Python that, Python, hey Python, please add 8 number data, like this 8 on the 0, this fourth index. Okay, fourth index. You just add it. So that's what is adding. Zeroth index, one first, second, third, fourth. So that's what it is doing. Okay, that's what it is doing. And what about other things? Uh, pop.
we can do similar
Yes.
things for dictionary as well, right? So we can change on the runtime when you are doing this while we are passing creating some volumes or creating the snap period, those kind of things. We can append those things, append those dictionary by this method, right? Maybe similar kind of method will be there in those dictionary as well, right?
Yes. Similar method with the dictionary also. We'll check that one. Okay. So this is there. So now another thing we need to do. Okay. Once let me just drink some water. হ্যাঁ দাঁড়া মাকে কল করতে বলে কে তুমি নিচে যাও তো নিচে মাকে কলটা করবে ভিডিও কলটা থাকে আচ্ছা আচ্ছা এই বড় বড় মিস্টেক here insert, yes, and I wanted to say you something. Yeah, pop method is there, right? Yeah. So empty list
And
dot pop.
uh, I
Okay.
have another question. Like we
So
have
what
put
this
the
pop?
one second, one second.
Yeah.
I have a small question. Right, you have shown us the dictionary, sorry, DIR, right? So, is there
Yeah.
any process to understand what this method is doing? Any manual?
Yeah, there is a way to understand. There's a way to understand. There is a way to read the classes, inbuilt classes. I will just check that and let you know. Okay. I need to check that how to do that. Okay.
No,
There is a way to do that. Yes.
Generally in Java, I just study the class. And maybe
So
there's
here
some,
also we can just we can get the structure of the class. So I'll
yeah,
just check
yeah,
that
yeah,
once.
yeah. Just asking that.
So here what I'm doing here, I'm using a pop method. Okay, and what this pop method is doing, it's very slow actually. Yeah. So what it is doing, it is removing the last item from the list. Okay, it is removing the last item from the list. You want to check?
Can we write in the same line like print then empty list dot pop in a single line? We can do it, right?
Empty list dot.
No, no. What I am asking is print empty list dot pop. Then the opening bracket, close bracket. We can do it in the same line, right?
Yes, yes, we can do the same. Yes, yes, yes. Let me do that. Yes. What we need to use? 1 second. We need to use a semicolon. Okay. What
No,
happened?
no, 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 no,
We
no.
need to
What I am
use.
asking is, no, no. I am not saying this. I am saying that we can do print, then opening bracket, then empty list dot pop, opening bracket, close bracket, then again a close bracket.
Yes,
We
yes,
can do
yes. We
that
can
as
do
well,
that. Yes,
right?
yes. Yes, yes. We can also do that. Yes, yes. We can also do that. Yes. We can also do that. Print empty list dot pop, because it will print out the the value that it is kicking it out. Okay, so no problem. Okay, see, so it is removing the third, this third, right? So it will print it out here. The item it is removing from the list, right? It will print out here. Okay, and let
It will
me
print out the
actually,
item which has been removed. Okay.
yeah, that is removing, yeah, that is being removed, yes. So it will print it out. Okay, I hope it's running right. 1 second, guys. Yeah, it is running. I just minimizing it. Yeah, and then we have this method, remove method. Yeah,
This clear the terminal. It is very jumbled up. Actually. Hard to
remove
follow
method,
now.
right? So here we just go here. Okay, we need to give the value, right? Okay, so I want to remove the first item. Okay, so
There
here,
will be disconnecting in next 4 minutes.
yeah, again,
So
you can reconnect, no problem.
okay, okay, sure.
Okay, so here that is fine. So it's not going to print it out, no, but the pop will print
It
out, no problem. The pop will
clean,
actually
clean,
show this, but this is,
clean the terminal.
yeah, you need.
Clean the terminal. It's very jumbled up. Hard to follow now. Clean up the
Yeah.
terminal.
So here what you can see, I'm removing this item, right? Item which is one number, right? And then printing out the list, so you can see here. Okay. And then one more thing can do, that is, let us say we have a list one equal to uh, a, it's a problem actually, a comma c comma b. Okay, list one sort. So I'm giving the sort method, right? So it has to sort it. Okay, int list one. See, ABC, it was ACB, so it's sorted as per the letters. Okay, in ascending orders, ABC. Okay, it did. So this sort method is used for that, and we have many other methods. We have reverse method to reverse it. We have copy method, it will copy it. Okay, so a lot of mosquitoes are here. Second.
And we can use these methods, all of these method in automation, right?
No, 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 these are not needed actually. I'm just
No,
teaching Python,
no.
but
What
these
I'm
are actually
asking,
not needed. So this is very, actually what I'm teaching you, right? This is very easy. So here I did sort, right? and then I can use reverse, so it will reverse the item like BCA. Okay, it will do many things, but these are actually not required. And size of operator is there. I forgot about the size of operator. I'll check that and let you know. Okay, but this is actually not required actually. Okay, it's not actually required. Okay, so these are the things that we use. And the thing is, there are a lot of other things also we can do, like slicing. Let me show you this 1 second, because that is very important. Yeah, let me talk about slicing. D, comma, E. Suppose I want to get the item from second to last. Okay, so what I'll do, 0 1 2, right? 1 colon, that's it, empty. Okay, it's too many items. 1 second, let me clear this. I don't want much thing here. Let me just execute this. Okay, you can see here. So what I'm getting from first 0 1, this one index to last one. Okay, suppose I want to get from 1 2 and 1 and 2. Okay, see, 0 1 2 3 4. If you give 4, what will happen? If you give 4, what will happen? It will always exclude. It will always exclude the last item. You can see a last item excluded, right? Okay.
Why?
That's how it is. That's how it is. It will n minus 1. 0 1 2 3 4, right? So this is n minus 1, right? First item
But
is
in
start with
the
0,
here,
right?
you have done 1 to 4. 4 is the fifth, right? 1
Yeah,
to 4. 1 means C,
0
B, C, and
1
E, right?
2 3 4. 0 1 2 3 4.
Yeah. 4 is E, right? Then why it is not
Yeah.
showing E?
No, that's how it is. It will always exclude the last thing. So it is like 1 to 4 you are doing, like excluding 4. That's what you're trying to say. If you want to include 4, right? What you can do, let me tell you. There is a function, there is a method there, which is len. Okay. So x equal to len of list 1. Okay, there's something here. So that is the length of the list. You can use it for other data types also. That will also work. Okay, now what I'm doing here, I want to do from the first, right? So I don't know what I'm doing. 1 second, guys. Okay, x plus 1, fourth bracket, and this one. Okay, print it out. Okay, so you can see E also, right? So what I did, I got the length of the list and I added 1 to the length of the list. You understand, right?
Okay, got it. Got it.
Yeah. If you print out x, right? Suppose I print out x, print
5, right?
x, right? So what I will get? 1 2 3 4 5. I will get 5, right? Yeah, I'll get 5, right? So number of items or number of elements in the list I'll get. Okay. Actually, there are many things there. I don't remember all, but it is not required. But sometimes it's required to understand Python, so it's required. But I'll tell you one more thing. I had a friend, like I am not in touch with him anymore. So he used to work with me in Accenture, and he switched to Amazon as a data engineer, and then he became a machine learning engineer for Amazon Music. Initially, he was working in Ireland. Now he's in Germany. So that person, he is very good in Python and Java and Scala. He is very good. He has studied 30 books. He was doing like anything. So list comprehension, lambda, everything, like his codes are very difficult. I'm not a developer. I'm just a support guy. I'm just administrator. Okay, so yeah, he always wanted to push me to learn more, but anyway, so you can see here, right? So this is how you need to do, okay? And there is another function there, that is a range function. Don't remember much actually. Range of list. I don't know, I have to give something else, yeah. So first, stop support index. Stops if you want to okay. So initially I have to give like from where I start. So suppose from 1 I start and I'll go to 5. Okay. And how many will go, like for step is like 1 step, and I will go up to 5. Okay, let's say this. Okay, range. Okay, y. Sorry, I'll just copy it, Control X. Z equal to Control V. Print Z. Yeah. So what I got here? No, I did not do anything actually. Did not do anything. I need to understand this thing.
Run this range function on like
I don't remember actually this one. I'll check this one, okay, range function, because this is also maybe not for this, but maybe suppose you have some, suppose you have a big environment and you have to go to different volumes and you have to change the things, right? So maybe the snapshot policy of your volumes are default, right? And you have created a customized snapshot policy and you have to change the snapshot policy for all your data volumes to that, right? Local snapshot policy. So you have to use wildcard, you have to at least mention the volumes, right? You have to use for loop, or so all these things you have to use. So I'll check the range function. Okay, I will check this. Okay, and yeah, this is start, stop, step. Okay, got it. And I got it. I did the mistake. Got it.
5 and step will be 2.
Yeah,
Step will be your first, third, fifth, like that.
yeah. So it will start with 1. It will stop at 5. And the step value is 1. Means 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus 1 3. If I do step value 2, then it is different. Okay, 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay, and then let us print out. See, no, it did not work. Okay, I'll check that one. Okay, I'll check this one. Okay, no problem. I'll check this one. I'll check this one. I'll let you know. Yeah.
One request. Can you please show that D function once more? I forgot.
Which one?
DIR. DIR.
Yeah, DIR.
DIR.
DIR. There is a course in Udemy. It's like 5 hours course only on classes, like advanced classes. There they teach you this thing, okay, only on advanced classes. But we really don't require this because we use classes, objects, functions. We import the packages. We create our database connections, variables. It's very easy actually. Just use this thing Python. That's it. But you can complicate your script also, like as per your knowledge. So dir empty list.
Good.
So these are the things, okay. But
And
here I
DIR is a
want to check.
method.
Yeah, what is saying?
DIR is a method.
dir basically it's a it's a
Not a
method.
method,
It's a
right?
function only. Yeah, it's a function only.
But in
Yes.
method, we have to call like empty list the DIR, right?
Yeah. This
But
this
here
is
we are calling is DIR empty list. What is the difference?
yeah, but this is not a normal method. This is a class method. There are different methods are there. Normal functions are there. The class method is there. It is defined under a class. It is defined under which class? List class. So this method is on list class. So you have to define like class list, means Python has defined a class, created a class, between class name list, right? So class, what the mention I'll tell you.
Okay, and if I got it, I got it.
You got it
But
right?
if I
Class,
when I got it, I got it.
class list it has
Uh,
mentioned, okay?
class,
And then
no,
here
no. What I'm asking.
it is mentioning dir. That is how you are doing. And then you have all the coding it has done. Got it right?
Okay. Now, okay. Now, some place we are writing that. I mean, empty list dot append. Then, what is the difference? Somewhere we are calling it like dir empty list, and somewhere we are calling empty list dot append, empty list dot pop. Why this difference is there?
No, no, no,
Is
no.
there any reason?
No, no, no.
Suppose we
See,
are trying to append empty list. We are doing
yeah,
date is equal print empty list dot append
yeah,
one. Then it will append one to the empty list, right?
yes, yes,
Then
yes, yeah.
that is also this append is also a function, right? Then
Yes,
why we
it's
are
a
calling
functioning.
that append function? Then why we are calling append function like that and dir function like this? Why? How to understand that we have to call dir function like this way and append function like that way? Why is that this difference is there?
Okay, got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. I understand what you're trying to say. Um,
Yeah.
got it. See, there is a thing. Here, what we are doing here we have a function, right? Here we are just trying to understand what are the methods are available. So this is a get method. We are not doing anything. And that is a put method. That means,
Okay. Get method means it returns the value and put method is inputs the value.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay. When you are putting the get method, we are pulling some value. Then we have to call like this, and we have to put some value to that memory or location or something like that. We have to put that object dot method name, then open bracket, close bracket.
Yes, yes, that is correct. Yeah, yeah.
I
There are
got it.
some
I
other
got it.
ways also, but I will teach you that, okay? That's something anyway, so I
I
will
got
teach you
it.
that also, no problem. So
Thanks.
slowly we'll
Thanks.
go.
I did not know that.
Yeah, yeah. So once we complete this, right, data types, all these things, they will go into the classes. So we'll take at least today's second session, right, third, fourth, at least 4 or 5 sessions of Python is required. Then we will go into the REST API, on-tap REST API, and then we'll do the scripts. But Ansible is much easier. Okay, here, suppose if anybody wants to learn Iceland, right, how to automate Iceland using Ansible, right, they really cannot because there are no packages available for Iceland. And today one person wanted to purchase that, this thing, like they wanted to part of this. He want me to teach him Infinidat automation, but there are no modules available for Infinidat in Ansible. So I really cannot teach him. Okay. So even though I have not worked in Infinidat also, but still I could have pointed, but that's what I'm trying to say. So Infinidat, and he wanted to learn something also. Somebody wanted to learn HP. Even for HP also, I was not able to find the modules. I got the modules for NetApp, PowerMax,
On HP,
PO, Rockets and
HP
switches.
Primera. No. For HP Primera, there is module. Module is there.
Modules are there, right? Then maybe
Yes.
it names different way in Ansible Galaxy.
It, it is there. I have seen it. It is there.
Okay, if you go to the Ansible Galaxy, okay, I'll check that one. Okay, if you go to the Ansible Galaxy, then it might be different way we need to do. Okay.
Just start using Primera.
Yes, 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 yes.
It
Yes.
is there.
And tomorrow we'll talk about more about the dictionary methods, and then we'll go into the the logical operations. All these things will go to the exception handling. Okay, functions. Then we'll go to the classes. We'll do all these things. Okay. So tomorrow we'll talk about the data types, like how to play with dictionary. Okay, and before that, I will. What is my homework? My homework is to find out how to get the inside code of this. Okay, how to get
I mean,
this.
how the class definition file,
Yeah, so I will try to get this thing. I will check this
the
thing in
class
Python
definition file.
documentation. There's a
Yes.
python.org there where we have the Python documentation. There everything is there, but it's
And
not
it will
easily.
be, no, no, what I'm saying is, it will be what I just telling you how I've learned Java. What I use, I just got that hierarchy. In Java, there is a hierarchy, right?
Yes, yes, yes,
Like
yes.
this imports this extends that, this interface extends that class. It works like that. So if I got that hierarchy, it is very easier to understand. And suppose in the hierarchy, something is mentioned in the parent class,
Mhm.
and there is multi-level hierarchy. It's like in Python also there will be something like that.
We have the same in Python. Here, suppose you create a class, parent class or base class, then you can extend that class to child class. Like when you are creating a class,
Okay, okay,
you want
same.
to copy, yeah, you want to call some
Okay,
attributes or use some
okay,
attributes, you can just mention that class name in parentheses
okay,
and in the child class. You can
okay.
instantiate
Then
the
this
parent class.
extends. Okay,
Extend or
okay, okay.
instantiate. You can do, yeah, you can do. Here
Instances
also
that
you do.
I mean implement, right? That is implement. I mean implements, right? Extend is the child class, and implement is the. I mean I forgot what it's called.
Parent
Implement is
class,
interface.
parent base,
Interface.
base class, super class,
Interfacing.
super class.
Superclass and interface. There is two things. What is hierarchy
Yeah.
and one is the interfacing. Implement is interfacing. Interfacing means it just, I mean, inherits those, I mean, stamps that, I mean, what is that thing called? It is not inherit the classes and the function. It will just inherit those, I mean, what is there. You can use it. Same thing can work in Python as well, right?
Yes, 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 yes.
It is similar to Java, I think. Yes, it is similar to Java only. But
Yeah,
Java is a
yes.
bit tougher. I must say, Java is a lot tougher.
Yeah, Java is tougher. Yeah, yeah. Java. See, I tried to learn data engineering. I tried to learn data engineering, back in
I also,
2015,
I
16. So I
also.
tried to learn Java, but Java is something, I tried to learn, but I was not able to do much. But using Python, I can at least automate it because it is easy. Anybody can learn Python. You don't have to have that much of steep work. But Java is like you'll forget the thing because just to print something, you have to get private class dot this,
Yes.
like you have to give.
The main problem with Java is people forget the class name.
Yeah.
I do forget the class name, and I have to search it again. What is mentioned? How where I mentioned it. It's tough. Java, yeah, tough.
Yeah, Java is tougher.
It is
But this
not.
is very, yeah,
It
this
is
is
not
very
like
easy.
that in Python, right?
Yeah, Python is very easy. Python is very easy. Python, anybody can learn Python. Even Ruby is difficult.
What is difficult?
So, yeah.
What?
So no problem. So tomorrow we'll talk about dictionary methods, different methods available in dictionary. And my homework is how to get the inner code of this, right? I will check this inner
No,
code like
no,
append.
not specific, not
Yeah, but still,
specific, just generic,
yeah,
generic.
but still I need to
How
know
can I
because
see?
yeah, because it will help in the troubleshooting only because sometimes we don't remember
Yeah,
everything, right? So it will help us to do
yeah,
troubleshooting because as a storage admin, whenever we do something, we get the slow down issues, we get performance issues, we get veto error issues during upgrade, we troubleshoot, right? So we know how to troubleshoot. So here also we do bug, but I'll tell you the frank thing, okay? I can do little bit of bug troubleshooting, but I'm relying on my brother-in-law. He is a very good developer. He's from NIT Durgapur pass out. So he works in Irish company who work from home. So he's like, if I if I run into some error, right, some error, then I normally give it the code to him, and he will tell me that there is a bug here, so you need to fix it. Like this is the line, you have to fix it. Normally I'll get, but sometimes we don't get right. Sometimes you're not able to understand. So he will help me. So we need help as as much as we can get. So it's this thing, okay? So main important goal of our training is to teach you how to create a volume, how to create a CFS share, NFS export, how to set up the SAN environment in interface group, how to map the LAN in the interface, how to map the LAN, the IFGRP, okay, and how to create a leaf, all these things. And suppose you want to print out the quota on for some Q trees, how to do that. So all these things we need to do, okay. So mostly we use Ansible, but Python also will use for NetApp. But mostly for other storages we'll use Ansible, because Ansible is like a piece of cake. It's very easy. It's anybody can do this. Okay. And we'll also use some encryption also, like using Ansible Vault, so that the password that you use in a variable file, right, it is encrypted, so nobody can see that. Okay, it will come like encrypted, so nobody can hack it. Okay, so all these things we'll teach. It will take some time. Okay, we'll teach this. So what I will do tomorrow is I'll also show you how to get this inner code for this append method, clear method, and I'll teach you the dictionary classes. Then I'll go to the the functions, no, sorry, the operators, functions, okay, methods, all these things I'll go. Then go to exception handling. Then I'll go to object and class. Then little bit of list comprehension, lambda functions, map functions, but not decorators, generators, because that those things are not really required. Okay, so we'll do that. Okay, okay, so I'll stop it here. Tomorrow we'll again connect same time. Okay, and yeah, so we'll connect. Okay, and I have uploaded some sessions in the playlist, okay, for NetApp and Hitachi. Please check this. This is for the basic thing. You can check, you can read this so that you can understand it when I do automation, right? Because you have to know the manual process, right? So teaching the manual process in the automation batch, it will be very difficult, because the manual training is, it's like very, it's very lengthy. So that's why I've uploaded some sessions, only the sessions that is required to do automation. Okay, okay, so I'll stop the session here. Anybody have any questions, please let me know.
No.
Okay, then we'll stop the session here. Tomorrow we'll connect the same time from 9 to 10 p.m. Okay, okay, chalo bye, huh?
Sure.
Bye bye bye.